So yeah, even though I bought this game day one, I haven't really played it the whole weekend after Friday, just because I haven't, like, I'm only playing this during streaming because I don't want to, like, do stuff off stream and then stream it, because then you'll miss me do it. Like, even if it's just to collect items, you'll miss me do something. So unless it's, like, extremely superficial content like JRPG grinding, I don't normally play, like, games off stream. Or if it's something like Isaac where I just do like runs in my own time, and then I'll just do other runs on stream. So yeah, it's one of those things with me. Some people might do it differently, but that's just how I'm doing it. Having said that, let's start. So this game is actually pretty hard compared to the other 2D Metroids, but it's the good kind of difficult. Like, it's difficult, but it's fair. But of the 2D Metroids, I'm going to turn the volume up. Of the 2D Metroids, it seems like the most difficult game by far. And it's more to do with the learning curve than anything, but it's pretty good. I'm liking it. Right, let me know if the volume level on that is okay. In fact, I'm going to turn that up just a little bit more. Right, okay, that should be okay. If that's overpowering, let me know and I'll turn that down. How did Mega Man and Bass go? I managed to beat it with Bass. Relatively easily, I might add, because I had like the extra items from the shop. But I know when I get to play as Mega Man, it's going to be a lot harder. Let me just, I'm actually going to turn that down just a tiny bit. Not too much, but just make sure the audio is just right. So yeah, this game is fairly challenging, and I'm glad that it is. Like, I'm glad that it's not like... Well, Metroid games aren't so much easy, it's just when you play all the 2D Metroid games, you're kind of used to how they play. Like, this one plays a little bit differently, but it still has the true old school Metroid feel. The main difference is the combat, the counter system, and the fact that you just can't like plow through enemies with your cannon. At least not early game anyway. My friend calls Samus Smasmus for some read-on, for some reason. So yeah, there's a counter mechanic where you have to press the counter button just as an enemy charges at you, and most enemies do charge at you. And you counter with like a big arm swipe, and then you can shoot them to finish them off. You can kill people using the cannon, like the arm cannon and so on, but it takes a lot more hits doing it the old-fashioned way. So you're actively encouraged to like counter shit, because it takes off a huge chunk of health. Like, the game is pretty much designed around it now, and I kind of like that. Like, first time playing it, I was kind of struggling because I kept forgetting. Like, I wasn't getting in the habit of it, but after like 2 hours I was fine. Gotta go stream Mega Man Legacy Collection 2. Right, I'll see you later then, have fun. Right, so where are we going now then? We destroyed some Metroids and we've got some more Metroids to defeat. So yeah, for people who haven't played Metroid 2 or not aware of how Metroid 2 works, the main objective is to destroy all the Metroids on this planet. If you look at the bottom screen, you'll see there's a number 35, that's how many are left on the planet. Seems small, but you don't see them too often. Ah, fuck. I pressed it too early. Yep. And as it turns out, if you're not on top of your countering game, it can really take... You can really take a beating in this. Right, so in this corridor we need to eliminate 8 of these in order to get rid of the water. So this was a thing in the old Metroid, Metroid 2 as well, where you had to destroy a certain number of Metroids before the water would go down, which leads to like the next area of the game. So until we get those 8 Metroids, this is pretty much the place we've got to explore for now. It's a little bit different than how other Metroid games work, but they've kind of found a way to make it work. Ah! Every time I see that glow, I press the counter button way too quickly. There we go. Another new mechanic, it's not so much a mechanic, it's just like an adjustment, is the free aiming, which is why the game is mapped to the circle pad. Hold the L button and you can aim in any direction, which is a huge step up from like the standard 8-way directional shooting. Not even 8 directions if you're not jumping. Hi Deej. And yes, I do have the Samus amiibo, thanks. Yeah, for people that don't know, I've been trying to get the amiibo that comes with this game, or released on the day of this game. There's a Samus one where she's like crouching, and then there's a Metroid with like a broken canister. The Metroid one looks really cool, the Samus one is also nice. So, I did manage to order the Metroid one. I might be getting that tomorrow, I'm not sure. There's no tracking on it, but it says it should be 1 to 2 days, and I ordered it back on Friday. The other Samus, like the Samus amiibo, I got from DJ because I asked him if he could look out for it for me. Being in high demand right now, they're kinda hard to find and they're expensive on Amazon. So he managed to find it for me, and by the way, it was DJ that crashed last night. For people wondering who the aforementioned person was who crashed with me last night. And since he was coming over anyway, he gave me the amiibo, so thanks for getting that for me. The funny thing is, I'm going to be hanging out with DJ on Friday anyway, because we're going to a local comic book convention thing in Glasgow. Fuck. There we go. Called MCM Comic Con. I've been there a couple of times in the past. That's kind of cool. But it's one of those conventions, like, it runs for 2 days, but it's one of those conventions where you can only go one of the 2 days and you'll pretty much see everything you need to see. So, we'll only be going there for 1 day, and then I think that's it. We haven't booked a ticket for another day, the second of the 2 days. There are a couple of cool guests and stuff going now that I might be able to see. The voice actor of Ash Ketchum from the 4Kid run of Pokemon is going to be there, which is kinda neat. I was thinking of maybe taking one of my Pokemon games with me to get it signed, like an autograph, but then after I checked like the details, you have to pay to get an autograph, which I'm not entirely... I don't entirely agree with that sentiment, that you should be paying to have something autographed. As far as I'm concerned, that's something that should be like complimentary if you're going out to see a specific guest. Like photo sessions, I can kind of understand because you're like actively trying to get a photo with somebody and it's like, it's taking extra effort. So that much I can understand, but you have to pay for it. I don't agree for paying for autographs. Which is a shame, because that would have been the nice thing. Well, at least now I'm not fucking pressing that scanning button. Remember the last time I played this and I kept pressing it all the time by accident? I say that and I'm gonna fucking press it in like 5 minutes, just watch. No sign of... oh wait a minute, did I just go round in a circle? Wait a second. Oh no, wait, I went back up, fuck. So I was so into talking there, I didn't realise that Yeah, I'm an idiot. Yeah, sometimes when I'm just talking I go into autopilot and I just don't realise that... Wait, how the fuck did I get back up there? Oh, right, spider ball. So remember I tried to do this? Like, I tried to jump, go into Morph Ball and climb to the ceiling quickly. But trying to go into Morph Ball is kind of difficult with the circle pad because you have to press down twice, which is really difficult to do in quick succession. It turns out you can press the touchscreen. So let's see if I can do this. Oh, I have to hold the button for the spider ball, right. Or I could just hold the L button from the start. You got a signed photo with Tomska last year for free. See, that's what I'm talking about. That kind of stuff shouldn't be... You shouldn't have to charge for that. Like, there's only one guest this year where you can get an autograph for free. And it's somebody that I don't know, like... I can't remember what it was, but they did something for some anime or something. I don't really watch animes that much. How the fuck did I get back down here again? Oh, right. Actually, I don't remember what I did. Yeah, I'm going to be stuck here for a few minutes because I completely forgot what I just did to get back down there. I think it was this way. Oh yeah, it was this way. Hi, Hamdi. There we go. This game is really good. It's very challenging, but it's also really fun to play. I'm only like 2 hours into it so far. Out of curiosity. Actually, for people who don't know, with that stuff there, you can't climb with the spider ball. That's kind of like, I don't know, like sort of weird goop stuff. Do you have the Legacy? I thought you said Legacy Collection there for a second, as in Mega Man Legacy Collection, but then I read that again. Legacy Edition of this game. No, I didn't. I just bought the Standard Edition. I'm getting the amiibos though. Probably should have been closer to the edge there. Nice. Not that that really does anything. But it's kinda cool that you can do that. You'd think Nintendo would have been like, nope, we can't have people doing the bomb blast trick. The Legacy Collection has the original Metroid 2 download code. I can't get into the original Metroid 2, it's really difficult to play if you didn't grow up with it. Plus, not for nothing, but that game has pretty bad music. I mean, it tries to go for the atmospheric thing, but on an 8-bit system, especially the Game Boy where it's more limited than NES, it really doesn't. A lot of the songs are just like jumbled. It's a bit of a jumbled mess, really. I recall the Metroid theme when you fight the Metroids for the first time. Like, that song's kind of all over the place. Right, so I just spent 10 minutes doing absolutely nothing, so let's actually continue. Metroid Fusion is the first 2D Metroid game I ever played. I didn't grow up with the Super Metroid or the regular. Metroid Prime was the actual first Metroid game I played. And then I got Metroid Fusion shortly after that. A lot of people shit on Metroid Fusion for some reason, I don't know why. Like, the game's very text heavy, but I don't really see that a reason to hate on it. Sometimes it's a bit text heavy to a fault, that much I can agree on. Like, sometimes you just want to play the game and there's like so much backstory and shit that you don't want to like read. But once you get past that stuff, you can play it for a decent amount of time before you have to listen to some more story. Another thing that a lot of people really didn't like about that game was the whole, oh, so this isn't my Samus because she doesn't look the same. Like, she has that weird, what was it, the X-Parasite suit thing? The fusion suit? Right, well, I guess I can't go up there yet. Oh, wait a minute, I've got the spider ball, haven't I? Oh, right, I can't go up that way. There should be somewhere I can go up with the spider ball. Oh, right here, of course. Got to remember I've got the spider ball. Like, that's not a normal thing you have in Metroid games. Like, just Metroid 2 and Metroid Prime. It's not normally part of your repertoire. Fuck. Yeah, eat that. Can't blame the guys of Fusion trying to add more storytelling in the game that tends to be abstract with it. Well, yeah, Metroid Fusion has a lot more going for it story-wise. Plus, it's actually kind of necessary because as you advance further into the game, you have to start learning more about what's happening that's related to the game. Like, for example, the X-Parasites that up to a certain point you can easily absorb using your fusion suit, which is how you regain health, weapons, and ammo and stuff like that. But then the X-Parasites start to become smart and then realise that your fusion suit is using Metroid technology. So they start deliberately freezing themselves, which is a Metroid weakness, which is ice. So you have, some, like, the guy that you're talking to on the I can't remember what it's called, it's the thing that the communicator thing, he starts to tell you, oh, this is going to happen now. Like, because without that information, you're just not going to know that. Are we going backwards again? Try the bomb jump trick, I did that. There's a missile up there. Oh, right, okay. So the door above just really doesn't change anything, does it? Wait a minute, can I go around the outside? Yep. It's a really nice looking 3DS game. I think I'm supposed to go this way, yeah? Yep. Save point. Oh wait, that's not that's a teleport station. I mean, I've created it now, so at least does that. Created a waypoint to teleport back to. That wasn't even that hard, I just wasn't thinking. Just checking if there's any bombable walls on that side. Actually, come to think of it, before I go up there, there's a missile expansion over here. I'm gonna see if I can grab it. I think it's up there. I don't think... nah. There's no way I can get up there right now. I think I have to drop down from above to get to that missile. Metroid is close. Got it. Ah! Totally did that by accident there. I pressed A a couple of times trying to skip that text and accidentally activated the thingy. The own ability. That just saves a little bit of time having to go rounds. Metroid in here. Oh, if you shoot a charge ice shot at it, it freezes the underside. That's cool. I don't know if that affects it in any way. Maybe it makes it slower. Got it. At least that time I didn't fucking die like 2 or 3 times. Like the first time I played this. I knew its tricks. See you later, Handy. What be this? Oh shit. Ah! That was a bad mistake. What is that, phase on? Ah! Jesus. I thought maybe I could crawl under that. Lesson learned. Gonna have to do this from a distance. This might be one of those things I have to come back to later. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I don't think anything I can do can get rid of that right now. Well, I'm almost dead. And I'm dead. And that was just me coming off of saying, well, I beat that Metroid dead easily. And then something else entirely kills me. Oh well. I mean, to be fair, that just drained your health, like, wicked fast. Like, I had no idea that was going to happen. And because it was, like, one tile up from the ground, I thought to myself, maybe the game wants me to crawl under it using the morph ball. And because I did that twice as a result, I ended up losing pretty much 95% of my health. That's a dead end, isn't it? Right, okay, let's go back around then. Yeah. Why are your streams so goddamn long? I don't know, I like streaming for hours on end. There are people who do 24-hour streams. Why don't you ask that? Why don't you ask them why do you do 24-hour streams? I don't think I could ever do something that long. Like, my streams generally average about 5-6 hours. Sometimes longer, but usually about that length. Right, we haven't gone this way yet. Some people stream for 3 days. Really? Oh look, Aeon ability. Oh, so I'm guessing that's supposed to be like a Chozo back there, but with its armour it looks like fucking Goldar from Power Rangers. Am I the only one that's thinking that, looking at it? It's even got the red eyes. Right, new Aeon ability. I can finally replace that fucking map scanning one. Lightning armour. Right, lightning armour creates a protective electric barrier. Aeon is consumed and it prevents physical damage. Also strengthens melee counters. Oh, okay. So now I can pretty much replace that map scanning one, so you won't see me accidentally do that again. Don't know how often I'm going to use the electric thing though. I kind of like the challenge. But I guess it's nice that they give you something like that, like for beginners I guess. If they even get this far. Got ya. Yeah, it pretty much does look like... I don't know if I can go back from here, but it does look like... Yeah, you can. It just looks like Goldar from Power Rangers. Let me see if I can get a picture for comparison, like just to show you. Like put it side by side. Don't know how you spell Goldar. I think it's just gold with an AR at the end. Yeah, here we go. 1 second. The stream might go a little bit laggy now because I'm trying to download a picture. Yes, my internet is that shit. Right, so this is Goldar from the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers series, and there's the statue next to it. Would you say that's a pretty accurate... Like, almost looks like it. Right down to the wings. And the red eyes. In fact, let's just... Yeah, there we go. You can totally tell that's part of the game. Like, that's normal. Totally normal. Right, let's keep going. Oh, hi Green Yoshi, how you doing? I don't know why that was the first thing that came to mind. It may have been because I've seen the fucking Power Rangers movie this year. Which is shite, by the way. Like, don't watch that. It's one of those movies where it's better watched with friends, but I watched it in the cinema alone, so... And you'd think it'd be bad enough that I wasted money on that. I actually wasted money on that movie twice. Because... Funny story. I was in Edinburgh, which is the sister city of Glasgow. And I was like, you know what, maybe I should go watch the Power Rangers movie while I'm here. So I got out my phone, I went to the cinema website, booked a ticket for an hour from then. And it wasn't until like 30 minutes before the film was going to start that I realised that I booked it for the wrong cinema on the other end of Edinburgh. Because they only have like 2 Cineworlds, which is the name of the cinema. So I booked it for the wrong one, and obviously I couldn't get there in 30 minutes, so I was like, well fuck. Guess I've got to rebook that. I can't get my money back. Like, I tried to get my money back on that, but they were like, nope, all sales are final. Even if you booked it for the wrong place. So I fucking paid twice as much to go see that movie. And it's rubbish. I'm not a gigantic hardcore Power Rangers fan or anything, but I did grow up with the Mighty Morphin era, and I did like it. And at the time, like, the movie was doing the rounds. I think Twitch did like a thing where they were showing all the old Mighty Morphin episodes for like a week. This might be one of those things where I need the Aeon thing for. Okay, so maybe this is mandatory. Yeah, I think that's mandatory in order to... So Aeon things are not completely optional, I think they're actually required. If you think the Power Rangers movie is bad, look up Jupiter Ascending. Never heard of it. Wait, how the fuck did I get up there? Something tells me I shouldn't have dropped down past that. Let me go around again and check. Yeah, the thing in my case was there was no way to contact customer services via phone. You had to like send an email to ask for a refund. And I think they do refunds, but it's only for like things that you booked like several days in advance and you want to cancel several days in advance. But if it's like 30 minutes from showtime and you send an email, I don't think they're going to refund you, because obviously by that point they could pretty much come to the conclusion, oh well, you saw the movie, or you may have saw the movie because that time has elapsed or it's coming up to that time. But I did explain the situation to them, I told them what happened, and I got no response back, so that's pretty much, like, they pretty much got money on that. Well, I guess I don't go up that way, I guess I go around. Back to the Goldar statue and down here. Oh wait a second, I think I know what I can use that Aeon ability for. Ah, yep. Right, so it is mandatory. It's not like an optional thing to help you, even though it is. At least I think that's the case. At least that part, you need it. I don't remember when I don't remember exactly when I talked about the Power Rangers movie, like, because I talked about it at length on stream. It might have been while I was playing Snake Pass, because I remember actually playing Snake Pass when I was talking about it. I just don't remember which part. Might have been the first part, so... Not that you really have to, but if you want to listen to my extended thoughts on that, then it's on my YouTube channel. And the worst part is, apparently they're working on a sequel because the movie sequel bait's quite hard at the end. Oh, there we go. So that's why that door wouldn't open. Now we're finally getting somewhere. I feel like I've barely done anything and already like 40 minutes in tonight's session. Right, well, this is a save point, isn't it? Yeah. Sometimes I get the save points and the warp points confused. Like, 'cause they kinda look the same. The weapon and ammo refills look a bit different. That frame rate in the elevator, yeah, I noticed that as well. I'm beginning to wonder if that's like the in-game graphics or if that's just like an FMV. Because it looks too nice to be in-game graphics, I feel. Like, it looks close, but I think that might be like a pre-rendered cutscene. Wouldn't be the first time a handheld Metroid used an FMV for a cutscene. Metroid Prime Hunters did it a lot. I love that you can just quickly switch to the morph ball by pressing the touchscreen. Gonna try something. There we go. Let's see what's on yonder. Oh, right, okay. Oh. Okay, never mind, that doesn't work. I guess even the fucking Aeon ability can't be used in some places. So how many people here have played another Metroid 2 remake? Because that game is really good. Apparently another Metroid 2 remake is still being updated to this day, despite the cease and desist order. Which is pretty neat. I haven't played it since it came out, but I did beat it. Like, when did it come out? Like about a year ago from now? So yeah, when or if the sequel to the Power Rangers movie comes out, I probably won't even bother. But this is coming from someone who can watch the Michael Bay TMNT movies and enjoy them. Like, I would rather watch them than watch the current like Power Rangers movie that came out like a few months ago. Ever seen the recent CGI TMNT movie? What, the one that's just called TMNT? Yeah, I've seen that one. That one's actually not bad. That one is not that recent though, but that one came out 2007, I think? Or do you mean like the second Michael Bay TMNT movie? Because I have seen that also. See, I'm a massive TMNT fan. I haven't really read the comics. I didn't grow up with like comic book stuff. But I do love like the cartoon franchise, and a lot of the video games are also pretty good. Not all of them, but a few are. Like, Turtles in Time is probably the pinnacle of the TMNT games. ...2007, yeah. There is a pretty good, actually, there's a direct-to-video movie, and I know what you're thinking. Direct-to-video movies, the first thing that comes to mind is like money-grubbing shit. But actually, there's a really good direct-to-video TMNT film called Turtles Forever, and if you're a big fan of Turtles, then you'll really love it. Nice. Right, we've got 6 to go. So yeah, if you haven't seen Turtles Forever, the premise of that one is the Turtles from the 4Kids 2003 run of the show meet the original 80s ones, and again, it kind of sounds money grubbing, like it sounds like fan servicey cash grab sort of thing, but it's actually really well done. And the story is actually pretty good. Like, it's actually more than pretty good, it's actually pretty damn well done. I don't want to say too much because it would start spoiling it, but if you're a fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and you want to watch something that is obviously catered to the fans but in a good way, then check out Turtles Forever. Kinda have to deal with him from the wall there. See you later, Guardo. Speaking of Power Rangers, actually, I think 4 of the original 5 Mighty Morphin Power Rangers will be at MCM Comic Con, which is kinda neat. Again, you have to pay for the autographs, which kinda sucks, but it would be nice to see them in person. I can't remember the actors' names or even the characters that they play for that matter, but I think it's all the main Power Rangers except for the Red Ranger. So the blue, the black, the yellow, and the pink Rangers are going to be MCM. So that's kind of a cool thing. Like, you wouldn't think they would come to a comic book convention in Scotland, but there you go. I can imagine it would be expensive getting a photo op with them, especially if they've got like the Power Ranger suits intact. Oh shit. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have did that. Guess I've got to go all the way back around again. Ah. Trying to switch to ice there. There we go. Just recovering a bit of health, I guess. Fortunately, the health and items and stuff that the enemies drop just go towards you, like you don't need to actually collect it. Which really speeds up the process. Let's do another save in case we fuck up again. I didn't realise that that was like the top of that part I couldn't actually get up from. Otherwise I wouldn't have jumped off like a fucking idiot that I was. So I'm going to go this way then. There should be at least another couple Metroids this way, I feel. I don't know how close I am to the end of Metopia, but I'll try doing a bit of it tonight. And I don't know if tonight will be the finale. It probably won't be, but I think maybe the next time I play Metopia it will be. I say that, but I'm not good at like gauging how long a game is. Like, I thought we'd have finished it like 2 streams ago. And that's the thing about streaming, I kinda like to make sure that each stream of a game is like a fairly decent chunk, like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, or a little bit more. But I always have that worry that if I like do a stream fairly close to the end of the game and then the next stream is like 30 minutes, that kinda bothers me a little bit. Actually, what is this? No, not going to use that elevator. Let's explore first. There's a Metroid nearby. We're getting closer. It must be up here. Just before we go up there actually, let's see what's up here. There might be a missile tank or something. Or an E-tank. Oh, right, I can't go past that. There it is. So they've got different versions of the Alpha Metroid, it seems. Oh yeah, I've got to remember about that. There we go. Yeah, that one's a little bit tougher than the regular alphas. That attack that it does is kind of annoying, the one where it drops the ball of energy on the ground and just shocks the entire ground. Is that a new door type? Yeah, don't think I can go in there just yet. Unless... okay, maybe not. How many Metroids do we have left? 5? Is there frame drops? I don't think there is. You might have to refresh on your iPad, maybe. Not as far as I can tell, anyway. Like, the start of the stream was a bit laggy because I was trying to get the router to behave. Yeah, it doesn't do as much damage. Let's switch back. So I guess I'm going to go down the elevator now. Just before I do that, what's down here? Yeah, that cutscene just looks incredibly laggy. Like, it's kind of hard to tell on 30 FPS, I think. Or maybe you can tell. But the frame rate is significantly lower than the actual gameplay. I'm guessing it is in FMV. I don't think it's actual gameplay, like actual in-game graphics. Because again, Metroid Prime Hunters did something like that. Oh, right, that's a hot place. We don't want to go there. So I'm looking forward to going to that Comic-Con thing. for me, it's kind of a day out. And it's only once a year, so it's like, why not? Right, so I'm assuming that these doors are like one way, like you have to open them from the other side. So they're more of shortcut doors than anything. It's weird to think that a game like this came out like only a couple months after it was first revealed. In all this time, like let's say 2.5, 3 years that it's been in development, and they were able to keep it secret for this long. Like that Mario and Rabbids thing had been leaked long ago and we all knew that was coming like from a mile away. And then you have games like this where it's like, we had no idea they were working on a new Metroid game. And yet here it is. It was announced like 2.5 months ago and now we've got it in our hands. Like that kind of stuff just weirds me out a little bit to think about. Huh, what's that in the background? Just having a look at the map down there. Ah. Oh shit, no thanks. Right, so note to self, when I see a red aura, that's the hot area that I'm not supposed to go into. I think I'm due for another E-tank soon. Right, okay, I can't go in there also. Can go in here though. Even though it's... Ah, fuck. Not sure what to do here. That red door can be used with a rocket. Oh, okay then. I thought that was blocked off until I destroyed those two statues. That's what I had the mindset of. Oh. What be this? Nice. It's the Warrior suit, I think it's called. Yep, Warrior suit acquired. That's the one that lets you move in the water, isn't it? Or no, that's the one that prevents you from taking damage in hot places. Gravity suit is the one that allows you to move in water. Yep, prevents damage from extreme heat. Sweet. Now we can go into that hot area. Right, so whatever that is, I don't have it yet. Looks like a screw attack, maybe? Oh yeah, I recognise this song. I'm pretty sure it's in Super Metroid, but this song is also in Metroid Prime. Can't go in from that way though, let's go around to the other door. For 3DS, this is a really graphically impressive game. Done a pretty good job of representing this, like the environments and stuff with the limited technology they've got on the 3DS. Ah! Hate those things. Oh, that just takes me back out, right, okay. What is this song called? Or what part of Super Metroid is it from again? Oh wait a minute, that's the shell of an alpha, isn't it? That can only mean one thing. It's evolving! Yep, so what one is this? The gamma? Or the beta? I can't remember what this one is. Ah. This is where I might die again. Got it. Fuck. I had the right idea there. Couldn't counter it. Didn't get the timing down. Thankfully, it puts you right back outside the room, so I don't have to backtrack to get here. Well, let's see if I can do a second try. So most of the Metroids from this point onward are going to be these guys now. I might still find a couple more alphas after this, but it'll mostly be gammas. Yeah. Too late. Yeah, it looks like he's about to attack you and then you've got to wait a moment or two and then you have to counter. I just need that timing down and I can do it pretty consistently. See what I mean? Fuck! Yeah, they've really upped the difficulty in this. That's totally fair. Yeah, just do that right away then, thanks. Make me lose most of my E-tank. There we go. Oh yeah, yes! Get fucked. Fucking raid him. Yeah. Yes. Third time's the charm. And that's just going to be the first of many gammas. Speaking of energy tanks, I bet there's one not far from here. After having just gotten past it. There we go. Ammo refill. Need to find a health station though. Wave beam, nice. The wave beam's energy waves can pass through solid objects. Oh, it's a direct upgrade to your regular beam. Nice. Oh, did I just kill something off screen there? I just got a bunch of items for no reason. Feels good to be playing this again after like the whole weekend, because I just hadn't a chance to play it. Does another check. Oh right, the wave beam's for that, isn't it? Yep. Wave beams are for these guys. Right, so you have to be relatively close to the drops to actually pick them up. But it's fairly generous with how close you need to be. Or rather the distance you can be away from it before it picks it up. So here's the thing about the map, it's kinda hard to see. In fact, hang on, let me check the actual game window. If I can find it. Right, yeah, it's kinda hard to tell what's what because the symbols are so tiny, but I can kinda see it now. I'm gonna do something real quick, hang on a sec. So even though I've got the Samus amiibo, oops, hang on. So I'm just trying to make sure something's working right. But even though I've got the Samus amiibo, also what the fuck? Hang on. Oh right, that's why it's not. That's why it's not doing that. Yeah, just bear with me a moment. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I've got the Samus amiibo, but I'm not going to be scanning it tonight because I still haven't found where I put the reader thing, like because I've got an older 3DS, so it doesn't have the NFC compatibility built in. YouTube not cooperating with you? That's weird. I guess it's just one of those days where it just doesn't want to. Right, so no, I've not been down here yet. Yeah, I've only got the Samus amiibo from the 2 new amiibos that came out with this game. I should be getting the Metroid one tomorrow, I think. Or at some point this week, probably tomorrow. Yeah, that's one of the few enemies you can't count up. I think there's a teleport system in there. I missed. Ah! Almost timed that just right. I know that's doable. I'm just gonna try a couple more times. Ah! There we go. Just making sure it's activated. Yeah, I don't know why your iPad's not cooperating with the YouTube streams, but as long as you can watch it some way. I mean, that's kind of like why I like to dual stream. I like to have the option, like to give people the option to watch it on Twitch if they can't watch it on YouTube, and vice versa. Ah. But apparently I've got all the Metroids in this particular area. But I'm going to continue exploring, see if I can find any items or upgrades. Speaking of, there's something. The high jump bit's nice. So that just makes you jump higher than usual. Greatly increases your height of jump, yeah. Wow. You can jump a lot higher with that. I don't know if those pillars falling back there happened when I came down here, or if that's a warning that something's about to go down. Probably the latter. Because I don't remember seeing pillars falling down when I came down here in the first place. It's almost as if something or someone doesn't want me to take that power up. Oh, so I guess that's what the high jump is for, so I can reach the teleport. Let's see, where have I not been to yet? Actually, I'm going to go take the teleporter. I think I'm pretty much done with this area, so let's look for another area where there's Metroids. Now that I've got the wave beam, I can get through some more doors. So area 2 apparently has no more Metroids. Although it doesn't tell you here, but it tells you when you're playing. So let's go to area 1. I only have one teleport in area 1. Yeah, this has to be an FMV cutscene. I can see some stuff that I missed because I scanned a bunch of rooms earlier by accident, like the last time I streamed this. So I guess I might as well go for them. I mean, I guess that's good for completionists and stuff to find like the last few pieces of shit. But it's not really something I like because I don't feel like I earn it. Right, so I'm supposed to go in from there. Or I'm supposed to drop down from above. So wait, it says 0 out of 8 Metroids here as well, so I guess not here. I'll pick up those items at the very least and I'll head back down. Hi Cray, how are you doing? Try to counter that. There we go. Getting really good with the countering now, although I still have slow reaction to some of them. Just because they come when you don't expect them. 0 out of 8 is how many DNAs you input. Oh, okay. I thought that meant how many Metroids were left in this area. Because I see a DNA thing there that says I've got 4 DNAs. What's this? Ah, fuck. What is that? Aeon tank? Oh, right, okay. Not particularly overwhelmed to get that. I would have rather had an energy tank. This is my second time playing this, by the way. I didn't get a chance to play it on Saturday or Sunday night. I played it on Friday and then I haven't streamed since. Aeon helps a lot later on. It probably does. I just don't like the fact that, like, in the first couple of hours you're stuck with that room scanning thing. Because I kept using that by accident. At least now that if I use it by accident, I'm using the other thing. I'm gonna see if I can get that item over there. So I think I have to go around to get it, maybe? Yeah, well, whatever it is, I can't quite do it yet. I think I need a new weapon. Yeah, that doesn't work. I'm gonna assume that you need a weapon that shoots like 3 projectiles, so I can hit all 3 eyeballs at the same time. That I do not have. Now let's go back to the teleporter then, and look for those Metroids. Pretty sure there's a door back here that I didn't open up with the wave beam. So let's investigate. Not sure if you knew this already, but just in case, if you're having trouble finding Metroids, insert any current Metroid DNA to help you track the next one. Oh, okay. I didn't know that was actually a thing. Thanks. Because I was starting to wonder, how are you able to track them down otherwise, because it doesn't really tell you. Oh, that's the elevator. Yeah. There we go. You look like just a fucking badass when you hit people like that. I mean, I guess that's what Samus is. She's a badass. She's a bounty hunter. There we go. Right, so I guess I'll put in these 4 for now. Then I can find the location of at least one more. So we're halfway there. Not sure if I'll get the other 4 before I change games. But I'll see how many I can get. There's one down there. Okay, right. I thought it was going to tell me the location of 4 because I put in 4. But that's fine, that works. As long as I know where to go next. Just going to check something real fast. I see... oh, right, okay. I was gonna say I see like an empty spot up there, but I think I just filled it out right now. Yeah, I don't think there's anything up there. Right, let's go get the 5th Metroid then. I've only fought 1 beta Metroid so far, if that's like the 2nd one. I died like 2 times to it. Do you know what really fucking annoys me about YouTube right now? And this is amidst all the other shit they're doing right now, like the adpocalypse and all that. I really fucking can't stand when the algorithm shows you a YouTube video with a spoiler thumbnail for a game that you're either currently playing or you're going to be getting or you're intending to play. So the other day, I got suggest like while I was watching, it wasn't even the Samus Returns video, it was just that Metroid Prime retrospective from the Geek Critique. And after I watched that, one of the thumbnails that it suggests like on the YouTube player is I think it was called Samus Returns All Bosses, but the fucking thumbnail looked like the final boss, and it's like, nope, don't want to say that. Why would you show me that? And I fucking get pissed off because that's happened on a number of occasions. And it's probably going to happen when I play Super Mario Odyssey as well. So, just be careful for people who don't like that kind of shit. Ah, fuck. Thought I could be clever and missile it. You know, I probably could just use the teleport to get there quicker. Hang on. Let's go get the teleport. Alright Mario, it's time to teleport! That was a great teleport. I'm gonna refill health here actually, before I go back down. I mean, I don't know if it was the final boss, but all I'll say is it looked gigantic, so I'm assuming it is the final boss. And it's like, I don't want to... why would you show me that? There we go. But yeah, that's happened on a number of occasions and I fucking hate it when that happens. Like, forget the adpocalypse, forget demonetization, that's the real problem with YouTube. Fucking fix it. I don't like having my video games spoiled. I never have myself, but I witnessed comment chains where the uploader basically just started insulting people who were saying you shouldn't watch the video if you don't want spoilers. But the whole point is, why the fuck are you putting a final boss spoiler in your goddamn thumbnail? Exactly. Like, even with my videos like Metopia, I try not to put bosses in thumbnails. I've only done it once, and it's not like a major boss, it's like a minor boss that you fight. Like the portrait. But if it's like a huge, like, game ending or like a major boss at some point in the game, I wouldn't put that on the thumbnail for the Metopia upload. I tried to keep mind of that when I'm making the thumbnails for my videos, because when I eventually put up the finale to Metroid Samus Returns, I'm not going to put like the final boss up, I'm just going to do something else. Right, so it's not this way, it's that way. Like, just because you've got the final boss in something in a brand new game that's just came out that people are still playing, doesn't mean you should put, like, it's common sense. You shouldn't put the final boss in the thumbnail, because there's going to be a lot of people that will see that and will know what it is, and not have a chance to actually get there themselves. So that's going to take the impact away when they actually do get it. Oh, nice. Double counter. Okay, I think I see what it wants me to do now. Or not. I know it'll be somewhere down there. There's an item here somewhere. There is. It's a missile tank. Did I pick up anything I can use here? I'm guessing not. Can't open those yellow doors yet? Right, okay then. There's got to be something I can blast through that takes me down there. Not going to use the Aeon scanner, I'll try to figure this out. Maybe it's not actually on here, maybe I've got to go around it. Because that looks completely closed off. Actually, let's go back in so we can go around the other exit and check there. And take 1,000,000 damage while we're doing that. Yeah, so I think I'm going to go to the exit down here, and I think maybe there's something that takes me to the lower part. Looks like a door. Like a door you could walk in. I know that's not how Metroid works, but doesn't it look like a door you could actually literally walk in? Like if it were any other video game, you'd press up, you would go in that. I'm only just now noticing the background details. When you play a game like Metroid, you tend not to notice the details so much as the gameplay. Oh yeah, this was a Metroid room, wasn't it? Oh, hang on a second, there's something I haven't checked yet. Ah! Yeah, this game is pretty good. There we go. Yeah, I've got to commend MeleeKirby team, they've done a pretty good job at this. I wouldn't be surprised if Nintendo had a big hand in like overseeing the project, because most games that are like outsourced to a different developer, Nintendo usually has a hand in the quality aspect of it, the polish. And I think another good example of that is the Mario and Rabbids game. Like, that game, by Ubisoft standards, is a really solidly put together game. Like, when you think AAA Ubisoft games, you think glitches and all sorts of bugs and that fucking Assassin's Creed no skin face thing. But that's a really well put together game. Just refill that, I guess. Gonna refill health here. regardless of how much 2D Metroid has evolved over the years, in the few iterations that it has, there's always the grinding for health. That's pretty much what those enemies are designed for, just so you can stop for a second and get your health back. It's not the most efficient way to do it. It's either that or put a million health stations in whichever place you go. So it kind of balances out a little bit. Right, so let's think. I think I know how to get down there. I need to go around though to get to it. I'm just having a look at the map. I think I need to take the elevator, or hang on. So I think I should go down here. So to get there I go up there. Right, okay, I go up this way. Oh, I thought there was a secret there. That's a health station, isn't it? Yeah, purple is health. Why is my thing not working? Oh, now it's working. I was fucking spamming the L button there and that didn't work. The spider ball. The fuck? I mean, I took a lot of damage. I took a lot of hits, but it wasn't that much damage in the grand scheme of things. I've taken more damage in a shorter amount of time. So I believe I'm supposed to continue going down. Because I can see like an empty space down there. Yeah, here we go. Didn't think to bomb that before. Should probably figure out where to go. Maybe down here. Oh wait a second, I think I see what I'm supposed to do. I think I need to bring this with me and then contact that door with it. No? Okay then. I'm gonna have to refill my Aeon. Oops. Sorry, I accidentally hit the mic there. Let me adjust that. Yeah, the microphone's quite close to my face, and I was trying to scratch part of my face there, and I accidentally hit the microphone with my hand. Sorry about that. I think I'm on the right track. It's going to take a little bit of thinking. Like, maybe that part with the purple energy I'm supposed to go forwards. So I just didn't have enough Aeon energy, so I had to backtrack till I got some more, and then I'm full. So I'll go back up there in a sec. One thing I will say though is I'm glad, for as hard as this game is, at least when you die it takes you back to the previous room. Because then it would be kind of unforgiving to go all the way back to the previous save room if you die. Because in previous games they were challenging, but they weren't this challenging. So it wasn't that often that you died, and if you died you didn't go that far back. You can't attack you because you can't go into the water. Right, so I think I need to go forward from here, but let's see if I can get up there first. Right, here we go. Oh, right, okay, that's all. Yeah, that part kind of feels scary because you're not sure how long you've got, like how long of a stretch before there's water. It was actually not that far away. That's why I kind of chickened out and didn't do that sooner. Because once you commit to it, you might fuck yourself. Right, so I guess this is the correct way because I can see we're gradually making our way toward that Metroid. Oh, nice. Yeah, I thought we were due for an E-tank. Just making sure I haven't missed anything up there. Yeah, this seems like a dead end. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck, but at the same time, I'll probably figure it out before too long. I mean, I know the general direction I'm headed, it's just getting there. That's always been the challenge with Metroid games. It's just a question of whether or not it's this the right direction or not, and I'm just trying to figure that out first. Maybe it's not. It looks like a dead end here. So let's backtrack. At least I got the energy tank, so it was kind of worth going in there. Let's have a look at the map. See which places I've not been to yet. See, it's... I see an opening up there, but I thought that opening had a dead end, but maybe not. So let's get this teleporter right here. And then let's go over there and check that out. Yeah, you see the opening that's not far from this teleporter? It's because I saw that part and I think it was like a crystallized ground that I don't think I could destroy. I might not be remembering that right, but I don't think that's why I think that's why I couldn't get down there to begin with. But I'll check again just to make sure, because that might actually be the way next. Oh, don't know why I had that activated there. Wait a minute. Oh, I haven't been this way yet. Let's go back real quick, just so I check down here. Yeah, this I can't destroy. I don't have the means to destroy that yet. So I'm thinking this has got to be the way. Ah, don't want to step in the lava. I might be able to be protected from extreme heat, but not actually being inside the lava itself. Ammo refill, nice. Wait, is that all there is in here? Seems a bit suspicious. Guess that's it. At least there's something new I haven't checked out yet, so we'll continue exploring. There's more of that crystal stuff. So whatever that is, I'm guessing I'll get a new item soon to destroy that, or do something with it. I should also pay attention to those icons, so that I know where everything is. Welcome back. I think I'm on the right track now. Like, I think I know where the Metroid is. It's down here. Don't think I can destroy that yet. Doesn't look like it. Ah. Yeah, it's in there. Fucking hate those ones. Just want a little bit of health back before I go in here. Alright, disregard that. I found a health tank thingy. Not health tank, health regeneration station. In a save point, so I'm guessing there's going to be something significant here. Like, if they're putting a health station and a save point in the same room, there might be a boss coming up. That's what I'm getting a vibe of. Extra missiles. Have I run into betas? Is that the second type? If so, yes. I thought they were called gammas, but I guess that's later on. I did fight one earlier. Oh, shit. I wasn't expecting that. Well, it's a good thing there's a refill station right outside. So yeah, I fought one of them earlier. Two of them actually, I think. The first one kicked my ass twice, but I managed to beat it on my third go. It goes alpha, beta, gamma, zeta, and then omega. Right, okay. Actually, what's over yonder? More stuff. I'm not going to go in that yellow door just yet, because that might be where the boss is. I'm just going to explore first. Oh, there's another shell. Hang on, I've got this, I think. Trying to cheese it. It might be too low to actually do this. Yeah, I think the ceiling's too low to actually cling onto that from a jump. Let me just do one more save and then we'll check. Yeah, I figure you need the spring ball for that. I thought you could maybe cheese that by using the shortcut on the touchscreen to like go into morph ball mode, but I think they've programmed it so that you can't do that. Right, where are you, Metroids? There it is. Just filling out the room. Finding myself dying a lot less now. Also, there's a Metroid shell. Like, when I played the first couple hours of this back on Friday, I think I died a total of 5 times. Tonight, I think I've died 3 times, so... I wouldn't say it's a massive improvement, but it's still a marked improvement. It's not an easy game. There's one. I like how now they're not even bothering to give you the Metroid boss music. Which is good because I like this song. Oh fuck, come back here. Right, that's 2 down. in this area. I think I've got 2 left. Yeah, I've got 2 left. Yeah, I like the Metroid Prime version of this song. I know there's like a Super Metroid version of the song as well. Ah. But I do like this tune. What was it called? Magmore Caverns or something in Metroid Prime? He's not even bothering to charge at me. Not unlike most other enemies in the game, so that's weird. Hang on, I see an empty room up there that I haven't checked. An empty square, I mean. Nothing. Just making sure. Just making sure. Might be on your end now, but the frame rate's getting really choppy. Yeah, I think the YouTube streaming is a bit funky tonight. You could always check the Twitch page, twitch.tv/MeleeKirby. Apparently MSP's also been having problems watching the YouTube feeds, so it just might be YouTube shitting itself tonight. So you might want to check the Twitch one and see if that's any better. Yeah. I want to do a charge shot so that it'll last longer. There we go. I'll check up there on the way back. Ow! Okay, that's fine, the health 3 uses. Well, that cutscene plays out. And suddenly I'm standing back up there again. That was weird. It's a good thing the game accounts for that, like, if you fall in the lava mid-cutscene it won't continuously damage you. Because there's some games that do that kind of shit and then you just die. Wait, what's the point in that? It's weird. Anyways, 1 Metroid left. It's very close. Oops. Just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything, like a missile or whatever. Right, so that looks like a dead end, so we'll just backtrack and hopefully find out on the way back. I like how that thing that tried to dive bomb at me there still missed, but I was still able to like counter it anyway. Like I hit the wall and then I still fucking hit it with my arm cannon swing. So I see an empty space that I haven't checked yet, so maybe that's the path to go to get the last one. The parry in this game is beautiful, yeah. I keep calling it a counter, but yeah, the parry is pretty good. It really changes the dynamic of how you approach enemies, like you just can't like blast them willy-nilly anymore, like you just can't plow through a room with them. You have to be really careful in how you go through a room. And I like that, I think it's a nice evolution of the gameplay. Ah, too soon. Missiles up the arse. Well, I don't have the spring jump yet. Yeah, I think that's impossible to do. So maybe there's a way around it. Have you gotten this far in the game yet? Right, so yeah, I think I need to go around, but before I do that, I think I missed an item down there. So I'm gonna go down and grab that. Let me heal up first and then I'll go check. I see a circle down there which indicates there's an item that I've not picked up, so I'm just gonna go grab that. Assuming that it's grabbable, I don't remember if I saw it. Oh yeah, it's that part, right, I can't go in there. Not yet, anyway. Right, let's use the teleporter room. Also, why did I press A there? I keep thinking I need to press A at the teleporter to activate it, that's why. So I think I'll deposit the Metroids for now. And it'll tell me where the next one is. The Metroid DNAs. I'll be moving on to Miitopia shortly, by the way. Because that's been like 2.5 hours now. Don't know if I'll push for 3 hours. Depends how quickly I can get this Metroid. I want to spend a good chunk of time on Miitopia afterwards. Yeah, we've got one left. Wasn't that the room that I already checked, or was that a different room? I'll have a little investigation again then, see if I can do anything there. The free aiming is a really nice feature of this, by the way. I've been enjoying that. Just not being restricted to just like 8 directions is actually a huge upgrade compared to previous 2D Metroids. So yeah, that's the same part, isn't it? I'll have a look again, maybe I can actually do something in here that I didn't check before. But apparently the next Metroid is in that room that I just checked, like 2 minutes ago. Yeah. Charge at me. There we go. Yeah, there's this room. If it is possible, it's probably like a one frame thing. I don't even think I need to cling to it, I just need to get the bomb. Yeah, it's looking like this is not possible. Right, okay, I guess I need to find that power-up. Shame it doesn't tell you where that is, so I'm gonna have to check all the rooms I missed. Let's have a look at the map. I mean, I haven't really explored the upper part, so maybe it's up there. Right, so let's check this area. I do recall there being a door with a wave beam thingy that I didn't actually open, so maybe that's where the spring ball is. I just don't remember where that door is, but I'll eventually find it again. I'm just going to explore this big open part that seems to have a lot of missing squares. Ah! Right, so let's start looking. Just so it stops annoying me. Oh, hang on. Just so it stops annoying me, I'm going to fill those squares out while I'm here. Because you can see there's like a bunch of empty squares that are just nothing, but seeing those big empty squares on the map, it's not like I don't have OCD, but it still kind of nags at me just to see that. So I'm going to at least get rid of those. I'll get that other one on the way back. fucking... I was waiting for him to charge there. Hey Mimo. How are you doing? Oh wait a minute, did I check in here yet? I don't believe I did. Okay, maybe the spring ball is in here, actually. I don't know how I missed this. Yep, I think this is where the spring ball is. The first real boss of the game. Ah. Oh shit, I'm out of missiles. I'm trying to switch weapon, right, okay. Fucking Sonic the Hedgehog over here. Talk about clutch. Yeah, that's the ball spring ball. Well, at least it didn't take me that long to figure out where it was. Thank God. Spring ball allows you to jump well in morph ball form. Right, let's use it then. I'm guessing that stacks with the high jump as well, so I can jump higher than usual. Oh, I can jump on the wall as well, that's cool. Funny thing is, I'm more familiar with that boss in Metroid Fusion because it appears as the first boss in Fusion. And I used to think the boss in Fusion was like made for that game. I didn't know it was based off of Metroid 2. Because Metroid Fusion was the first Metroid game I played. Right, now we can finally get that Metroid. And then I'll move on to Metopia once I get that. Didn't get that square. Oh well. Later. I'll get it another time. You still haven't played Fusion because you're holding on to it for a special occasion. Well, technically Metroid Fusion is Metroid 4. So if you really wanted to, I would suggest... Like, you played this, but if you wanted to go in order, you could always play Zero Mission, this, Super Metroid, and then Metroid Fusion. I don't think Nintendo's going to be remaking Super Metroid or Metroid Fusion anytime soon. But I don't think they need to be remade, to be honest, because they are like up to the current standard of Metroid, whereas Metroid 1 and Metroid 2 have aged terribly. So it made sense to remake those games. Like I said, I can't fucking get into Metroid 2, or Metroid 1 for that matter. Just got to be careful there, because I was almost dead. I remember playing Other M, but I didn't play it on stream. It was just like something I played it once. I didn't get that far. And I can see why people don't like that game. Like, graphically it looks beautiful, but the gameplay is kind of all over the place. And for a semi-3D Metroid game, you have to use the Wii Remote D-pad, which is not... It's not the most comfortable option for controlling a 3D character. I don't know why they decided to let's use the Wii Remote on its side. It seemed kind of dumb in retrospect. I mean, why not just the Wii Remote and Nunchuck combo? Like, you could easily play it like that. I need to get more missiles. Right, well, I'm not going in there just yet. I need to get some more missiles first. Metroid Prime has a narrative that's not finished. I would imagine so, since there's a 4th game in the works. I've never played Metroid Prime 3. I played a little bit of 2. But in combination of burnout from playing Metroid Prime 1, I didn't like the Light World Dark World system, so I didn't actually get anywhere near finishing that game. But I do plan to beat Metroid Prime 2 and Metroid Prime 3 before the 4th one comes out. Because no question I'm going to get that day one. Oh, it's this. Secrets abound. Oh, it's just an Neon Cube. I mean, that's good as well. I don't think I can get it right now, though. Yeah, I don't think I can get that at this moment. I think I've got about 60 missiles, so I need to get that much. I mean, I probably don't even need that many. I find that killing enemies with the missile increases the chances of getting a missile from them, which gets you, like, I think, like 3. Never mind. I'm looking for one of those monsters that, like, just constantly pop out of the ground or ceiling, just so I can spam for missiles. I mean, 29 might be enough. Oh yeah, I don't know if anyone's noticed, but on the Discord channel, I've posted the next couple games that I want to do next month that aren't brand new games, but they're like games that I want to do because next month is October, which is Spoop month, I guess. So I did mention this before, but I'm just going to reiterate. I want to stream Resident Evil 4, and I also want to stream Eternal Darkness, which I've never beaten, by the way. Like, I remember playing a bit of it way back when. But I don't think I got anywhere close to finishing that game. But it's a really good game for October. Resident Evil 4 is just more of a me thing, like, it's not really scary, it's just more action oriented, but I like that. Like, a lot of people like Metroid, not Metroid, Resident Evil 4. I think 40 missiles is enough. I don't think I need to get 60. So yeah, if you've never seen Eternal Darkness before, you'd probably enjoy me streaming that, because I'm not going to say too much, but let's just say that it's got some really interesting things in it that makes it stand out from other games. Right, okay, I think I'm about ready to go take on that Metroid. Like I said, we're almost pushing 3 hours, but I should be able to get it before then. It's just a standard alpha. I was thinking it was going to be a beta. I do have the Metroid Prime trilogy on the Wii U actually. And dead. Finally got all the DNA. I probably could have done that a lot quicker, it just took me a while to find a few of them. Yeah, it's a shame that Metroid Prime Hunters can't be played online anymore. Like, that game had a really good online modes. And this was like back when Nintendo only started to do online stuff in their games, like with the DS. That and Mario Kart 7, was it 7? No, Mario Kart DS, sorry. Were like the standout online games for the DS in the early days. And yet Nintendo can't fix Mario Kart 8's fucking online netcodes. Like, that game still disconnects and gives you issues. I mean, it works most of the time, but there's still those once in a while occasions where it's like you just drop connection for no discernible reason, and that's kind of annoying. Especially if they're expecting you to pay for that next year. I don't know how Splatoon 2's online netcode is, because I haven't played that. But I remember Splatoon 1 had some issues where people would often drop out for no reason, and then it would just be you against like 3 or 4 people. Same thing with Splatoon 2. It seems to happen more often in Splatfest than anything else. Yeah, again, Nintendo is expecting you to pay for this next year, and I'm hoping by the time they start to actually roll out the subscription service for the online, they start working out the kinks. Because it's kind of unacceptable, to be honest. On the subject of Nintendo's online, they've updated the mobile app that you use for voice chat in Splatoon. Still not a very optimal way to do voice chat, if I have to be honest, but they did actually make it a little bit more user-friendly. Like, now you can actually put your phone in sleep while using it, or use other apps in the background, which should have been there to begin with, to be honest, but at least it's still now. Right, I'm almost back again. I just wanted to check stuff along the way. So how many Metroids do I have left? 27. I'm just tanking this at this point just so I can get back to where I was. Like, these guys don't do that much damage. Didn't mean to fall down there. There we go. I'm so glad that they finally got around to remaking Metroid 2. I think it's been long overdue. Like, if you've never played Metroid Zero Mission, I would highly suggest playing that. Highly recommend it. Pretty much fixes all the issues with the original Metroid and then some. It adds even more stuff on top of that. So it's pretty much the definitive way to play that game. Metroid 2 needed the most. Yeah, I agree with that. Metroid 1 still needed a remake though, because like I said, the original has aged pretty badly. Like, maybe if I grew up with that game I would have more leniency towards it, but as someone whose first game is Metroid Fusion and then going back to that, it was kind of night and day. Yeah, they're having none of that. Ugh! You fucking... Those bloody bats threw off my timing. Fucking... I'm gonna stop at the next save point, by the way. Wherever it is. Right, I should probably not do that now. I think from this point onward we're going to start seeing some more beta Metroids. Just made it. I'm guessing the game wanted me to approach that from the left first before finding the right side of that. Because that's usually how it works. You find something that blocks your path and then you go around it. Only this time I actually found the right path first. I think a save room will be in here. Doesn't tell you where the first one is though. Right, well I'm going to stop here then and we will pick this up from this spot. I'd say I got a good bit done there actually for a few hours. This place looks a bit more mechanical, like I'm seeing like gears and shit in the background and like a robot. So yeah, we will continue that fairly soon.